Shut up and sit down.
Wow. It's gonna be like this till 11 a.m. I'm gonna get a late start today. Packing up my camp, and I'll tell you what, this thing kept me dry. The inside didn't see any water. I wiped it down with a chamois cloth. Guess I missed a couple spots. About to pack it away.
Every single person you have ever feared, who made you want to hide away and disappear, who laughed at your misfortune and called you weird, they're mostly just bags of water. The kid who broke your glasses in the 2nd grade, who took your lunch money in the playground shade, who made you feel helpless and so afraid, he's mostly just a bag of water. All the people on the street are just skin upon the meat.
Hey guys, day number 5 is about to start. I am leaving my campsite here at Seneca Falls. It's a really pretty place. You got a river here, a pond there, little playground. Not that I use the playground, but it's kind of cool. People got their boat stocked. It's actually a really nice place. They've got electric at the tent sites and the RV sites, or most of the tent sites. They have some non-electric tent sites. They got boat docks. It's really quiet, really peaceful. I enjoyed my stay, but now I got to get back on the road. Gravel hills, love it. Oak Orchard Marina and Campgrounds. That's the name of this place. Whew, this place smells cow poop. Really strong smell of cow poop.
So when you wanna talk to the girl down the block and you're scared of feeling like a stalker, just remember that you both underneath your fancy clothes are only just bags of water. Before you start to think you're smart and different from the rest, like there's something deep and so unique that's hiding in your flesh.
Woo! 27 miles an hour.
Just remember you are
finally back on the trail.
water too. All the people on the street are just skin upon the meat, with the scaffolding of bone and sinew. It's a beautiful machine, but of lipids and proteins and carbohydrates locked within you. So when you wanna talk to the girl down the block, you're scared of feeling like a stalker, just remember that you both underneath your fancy clothes are only just bags of water. You were only just a bag of water.
Fun. So somewhere down the line, I don't know where, a strip of rubber got ripped off my front tire all the way around. Ooh, there's a turtle. Big one. First turtle I've seen. There's a couple turtles right there on that log. Wow, a bunch of turtles around here. Well, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Purple turtle feels like it's home. Well, I guess they don't like the purple turtle.
I left in the dead of the new moon's veil, I clung to the side of the camouflage trail. I was over the river before the sky was awake. I've kept my ear pressed to the transistor radio. The station is all I have left from my little home. I don't wanna leave, but this sorrow was all I could take.
And now we're in an area of the trail where there is no trail.
A staticky voice through the crackling speaker has followed me all the way here.
Pretty wild.
The longer I go, we both will get weaker till one of us just disappears. I don't want to go, but my duty is stronger than fear. I worked 20 years without nothing to show, so I left behind everything that I've known, in the hope that my family won't want to go hungry again.
All dried up. Interesting. Guess they didn't think they needed a canal anymore. How you guys doing? Just doing the entire Erie Canal. I just ran into a couple members of the Facebook pages, Bonnie and Cliff. I believe that's what they said. I know it was close to Bonnie and Clyde. I know it was Bonnie. I think it was Cliff. But a couple, I guess they live in the area. Apparently he's done the Erie Canal on his ice trike, which is pretty cool, although I was hoping I was the first one to do it on a trike, but oh well. But they were really nice people, and I thought it was cool riding up on two other recumbent trikes on a otherwise deserted portion of the Erie Canal Trail. What are the chances?
I once watched a sparrow fly south for the winter. Her feathers were thin and her body was thinner, but we had enough there to feed her until she was well. The seasons are cycles that go back and forth. One day it's south and the next it is north. They just need a little relief till the snow starts to melt.
So tonight I'm going to stay in a hotel, and it's going to be a little bit of a short day, just under 40 miles. I think it's going to come out to just over 38 miles by the time I get there. I need a place where I can really get down and take a look at my derailleur, see if I can get it bent back in shape better. Because like right now I am going downhill, slightly downhill, and I'm pushing and it feels like I'm going up an incline. There's just something back there causing so much resistance that I'm fighting to go downhill. See? Downhill. It's about to get a little steeper, which means it's going to get easier, but eventually gravity will take over and yep, now it'll roll on its own. Which means the problem's not in the wheel, the problem's somewhere in the chain. And I gotta find what it is, because it's making this trip so much harder than it really needs to be, than it should be. I've called around all the bike shops to see if they have a derailleur that'll fit it. It's just a basic SRAM 10-speed, but no one really makes 10 speeds anymore, so no one really carries 10 speeds anymore. I've got one coming. Sterling over at Tanis Tires is sending me one, but that's going to my address in New Jersey, and it does me no good while I'm on the road. And I figure, since no one makes 10-speeds anymore, having an extra part laying around, probably not a bad idea. But it doesn't matter because I can't find one. So I'm gonna see if I can get it bent into shape. Just you know, make it a little easier to ride. I am about 6 miles from my hotel now. Now I'm going slightly uphill, and it feels like I'm going up a massive incline. It was like this last night too, when I was able to, when I got to the campsite, I was able to bend it back a little bit, so taking off this morning was a little easier. Not as easy as it should have been. But it just progressively, through the day, gets a little harder and harder. Because I guess the more pressure I put on it, the more it bends back out of shape. Oh well, we'll see. It's not going to push me to my limit. I'm going to keep pushing back. That's the only way to go, right? So I booked a room at a Super 8. I think this is Liverpool. I'm not sure. Liverpool? New York. And they don't have elevators, and they're not wanting to let me have a first floor room. So I thought I was staying in a $55 room, but now they're making me pay an extra $30 because I have a wheelchair. So hey, that's Super 8 in the Liverpool, New York. So you know, if you're disabled, be sure to stay here because they're gonna love you.
I've got an old mule and her name is Sal. 15 years on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal. 15 years on the Erie Canal. We've hauled some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal, and hay. And every inch of the way I know, from Albany to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, we must be getting near a town. You can always tell your neighbor, you can always tell your pal, if he's ever navigated on the Erie Canal. We'd better look around for a job, old gal. 15 years on the Erie Canal. You bet your life I wouldn't part with Sal. 15 years on the Erie Canal. Get up there, gal, we've passed that lock. We'll make room for 6 o'clock. So one more trip and then we'll go right straight back to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, you got the finest mule in town. Once a man named Mike McGinty tried to put it over Sal. Now he's way down at the bottom of the Erie Canal. Oh, where would I be if I lost my pal? 15 years on the Erie Canal. Oh, I'd like to see the mule as good as Sal. 15 years on the Erie Canal.